Welcome to the first actual episode of Lil Buddy's podcast. I'm your host, Haas Grimes the Pen, and I have four special guests from the city of Philadelphia. They are student athletes headed on to Division I, opportunities to be great student athletes, to be, hopefully whatever God called them to be or whatever they want to be. So go around and introduce yourself, starting to the left.
My name Al, committed to Marquette basketball.
What high school are you at, Al?
I go to Springside just now.
I'm Zay. I go to Penn Charter.
Say your whole name, please, sir.
Isaiah Grimes. I go to Penn Charter.
That's my son.
Yeah. And I'm going to Georgetown next year.
What you gonna major in, son?
I'm majoring in business. I'm a minor in Mandarin.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hello. All right, my bad. I'm Mark Butler. I go to Penn Charter, and I'm going to Lafayette in the fall for basketball. I'm undecided right now, but I think I want to do something with sports journalism.
I'm EP.1 Ingram. I go to Acton Front School. I'm committed to writer. My major, some architecture.
Awesome. And this goes to show that, Philadelphia in general has some great kids. It's a lot going on in the city right now. It's a lot of negative going on. We see each and every day. We turn the news on. It's a lot of negative going on each and every day. So, we're just here just to show that, there are some great kids in the city of Philadelphia. They're role models, and we want to just have a conversation with them. Hopefully the younger generation in the city of Philadelphia see this and then be encouraged by it. Let them know that opportunities do exist for them to be prosperous. I want to start off with a few questions by asking the guys, what was it like growing up in the city of Philadelphia for you guys?
I'll go first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see. I lived in Philly for about 12 years, and I moved out to the county, but I wasn't really I ain't go outside for real. I was just to school. Mm-hmm. My mom worked 2 jobs, and usually I just stay with my brother most of the time, take me to the park and all that, but I wasn't really outside like that.
Which is good.
Crazy. Was
there any reason in particular where it's your mom working a lot and then?
Yeah, for sure. Single mom. So my dad, he was a taxi driver, and my parents divorced at a young age. So they was cool with each other though. So it wasn't no negative energy or all that.
Right.
But yeah, she worked 2 jobs. She was working hard, and then it wasn't nothing crazy. I had a good childhood in Philly. It was obviously you could see going around my surroundings all crazy
Right.
But I just tuned that out.
Which is a good thing, Absolutely. What was it like for you, sir, growing up?
Yeah, like I said, I had a good childhood. And my mom worked hard a lot to keep me my head straight. And like you said, you could see kids my age, even kids I grew up and I see now we on 2 different paths. And kids now where we were had parents that just wanted the best for them, but you could see that they got distracted by the outside stuff. So, but no, I enjoy growing up here. Mm-hmm. It's a real rich city, and it's just I'm happy to be from Philadelphia.
So yeah, I'm from Philadelphia, but I would like to say I live in a bit of a nicer part than some parts of the city. I grew up in Mount Airy, and both my parents just did everything they could to make sure I'm staying out the way, not doing dumb stuff, honestly. Yeah, so I would like to say I live in a safe neighborhood, but anything can happen anywhere. So my parents always tell me keep my head on a swivel, never get too comfortable anywhere. Just know your surroundings, all that stuff. And you turn on the news every day, you see a lot of violence. And my parents, everybody just pray for me, pray for everybody around me that we just stay safe because danger can happen anywhere. But yeah, that's about it.
I would say I love my childhood growing up in Philly. I was born most of my life I lived in Alny. Okay. I went outside a lot of playing basketball in the neighborhood. There was a whole bunch of kids in the neighborhood. I would say I had a lot of fun, even with the violence or whatever. I guess I was younger, so I was naive to it, but I never got distracted or brought down by it. Then I moved for a bit into nice part into Shawham, and came back, but nothing really changed. I would say like I had a great time in Philly. I really never experienced like anything crazy.
Right. And knowing y'all personally, I can say like basketball probably kept you guys safe. Right? It's the obstacles of not being in the neighborhood, being out, hanging with people, hanging with kids that were doing stuff that, it like you said, your mom was working 2 jobs just to take care of you and your siblings. That happens a lot in the city, right? Where moms are working, dads are even incarcerated, deceased, things of that nature, and the streets become your family. I've seen stuff like that where the streets have become kids' family, and you guys, like, what was it like, the peer pressure in regards, because I'm sure you guys had some friends that were doing some of those things. What was it like? Were you guys ever invited to hang out and participate in some of the stuff that was going on, and what made you guys not go that way?
I mean, I feel like now, like, when I was younger, I wasn't really, like, I ain't hoop. I started hooping when I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
Like I said, when I started hooping, I started seeing, like, peer pressure was more of a thing, I guess, So,
Right,
like,
right.
you see more things going on, but I feel like it was just easy for me to avoid that because I knew what was right from wrong, and it was just, like, I had the right circle, I guess I can say that told me, like, they advised me, so
Okay.
it was just easy for me to see what was right from wrong. So peer pressure wasn't, like, something I could, like, it didn't bother me for real.
Awesome. That's good. I mean, that's good. That's definitely a good thing. What about you, Zay?
Yeah, same here. Like having the mom I have and her being so like active in my life, everybody like who knew me really like knew like what she was about. So like when some stuff like that would come around, they'd be like, "Oh, y'all know Zay mom, like she not having that," or like y'all know how his mom gonna be. So like sometimes that like her, what she is does like bother me, but like I know like it means well and it do help me in situations like that. And like what he was saying, like it didn't really like bother me because like I know like I could make like my own like decision even like as like a kid, like like what's right and what's wrong. Even if you don't, like you still like can like still make the decision like in the moment. So
Absolutely. So y'all didn't fall victim to being followers. Y'all are leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said about the basketball part, basketball is definitely very pivotal in my life growing up. I played with Philly Triple Threat under this guy's his father. He was our head coach from like first to eighth grade, and I was just surrounded by a bunch of good guys, honestly, with good families that all had good morals. They always kept our heads straight and stuff like that. It was never any negative energy in that program. So like I said, basketball. I wouldn't say basketball saved my life, but it was definitely very important. Definitely played an important role in it. Because like I said, I'm out on the street like doing dumb stuff, like hanging out all night, stuff like that. So yeah, basketball is very key for me.
Awesome. What about you, Eve?
I would say I'm kind of like a very like outgoing person, but I don't really hang out much. Like I don't really go out that much. And I got all types of friends. Like I got friends that do stuff like that, but like I know like where to pick and choose. I know how to pick my friends. I would say
That's a good thing.
like I don't go out as is, but when I do, like I know like I got like my core group of friends that I hang out with, and we still cool, but it's just certain stuff you just gotta distance yourself from and say no to. So I say I'm more than myself anyway, so I never really get into that.
I felt that, yeah, like that's certain, like you still cool with them, but like when to hang out with them and when not to. Like, you know when to dip, like you gotta just know when to dip. So
Absolutely. But it's about, you guys knowing too, because y'all know, common sense. So that's the thing about Philadelphia. You could be, cause y'all go to very academically tough schools, but y'all come from Philadelphia, so that gives y'all that sense of common sense, right? So you can kind of sense when drama's about to happen, when some craziness about to happen, so y'all know when to step off. And B, who you are. Like going to the schools that y'all went to, did it help y'all? You feel like be successful because like y'all come from Philly, but then y'all going to these strong academic schools, the tedious schedules, meaning y'all got to play multiple sports. Did that help build structure for y'all too? Coming from households where, brokenness sometimes exists, did it help y'all with structure? The schools you guys went to?
It was definitely like basketball wise. I'm gonna start off like I'm sorry, like this. So basketball, like on the team, when I first went to SEH, I was one of the older guys, and I'm used to being like, I was at McDevitt, I was a sophomore, and I was like, somebody was always above me, like just telling me what to do and stuff. So I was used to always having a mentor, so I just had to get used to being a leader. And I met Coach Jules. He just like told me like you're gonna have to. They're gonna go on like how you go, basically.
Absolutely.
So I had to learn how to be a role model and make smart decisions because everybody's watching what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So you can't really be like you gotta carry yourself a certain way, basically.
Yeah, I think it helped because it let you see like both worlds, like being like in that environment where it's like real, like it's like challenging and it's like in itself. Like you got kids who like come from like I feel like a lot of like a good thing about Penn Charter is like it's a like you would see from the outside it's like a real like you could say like preppy school, but it's like a lot of kids who just like come from like different parts of the city, but like it is like a competitive place, so you do see like stuff you won't see like regularly. So I do think like being like a place like that help, like being like open to different environments, and like it helped me like knowing when to like act in certain like environments, and not just like not acting like myself, but like showing different parts of myself. Like there's certain parts you can show, and like it's not like being fake or like I forget the word is, but like using like your white voice or what they call it, like stuff like that. But
Speaking
it's just
proper.
yeah,
Code switching.
Yeah,
code switching. Yeah,
because that's what it is, adapting and adjusting.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
You could talk, in a certain way, meaning like, you're around y'all folks. I listen to y'all talk. I like y'all friendship. I love y'all friendship. How y'all are with one another, right? But then when y'all go around certain people, y'all switch it up a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's adapting and adjusting. That's the thing about Philadelphia. It gives you that sense of diversity, and being able to multitask in different environments, different cultures.
Yeah, and I think that's like a good thing. Like
Right.
people say it's like, oh, you being fake, but like it's really just like you like knowing what's going on.
Absolutely.
And just like
You
can,
woke. Y'all woke.
Like you can be like those different types of people is being you. Like,
Right. That's
like
facts.
because you're in part of that environment, so you is going to change and like become that. So
Absolutely.
like
Absolutely.
So I went to Penn Charter in 6th grade, and I definitely think it had a positive impact on my life. The middle school academics are really challenging there. So I went to St. Raymond's before that, a Catholic school in Mount Airy, and it was easy. I didn't have to really work hard to get like good grades. But me coming over to Penn Charter, it was a change. I'll say that it was a difficult change. But at that young age, I think it's good that the academics are so challenging because it forces you to grow up in a way. It teaches you life skills like how to ask for help, knowing what questions to ask. And those are things that I'm going to be using, after I'm done playing basketball. I'm using that in my everyday life. So I feel like me going there has definitely impacted my life in a positive way. Like I said, just with the, learning how to ask questions and stuff like that.
I would say it made me more comfortable. Like I feel like I'm comfortable everywhere, like any group of people, and going to AFS really showed me that because like the whatever stereotype that like I'm a basketball player, like everybody knows just like an athlete. Right. But I try to make it like my goal to talk to everybody, like people that like the group of kids that nobody would talk to, or people who you think you would never see me speaking to. Like if you ask them from AFS, they'll tell you that. So I just think being in Philly, everybody's most like I would say is outgoing. I think that just taught me to be comfortable with like speaking with anybody, and that's my personality.
And that's a good thing too, because speaking, just listening to y'all understand y'all role models for real. Being in those environments, y'all looked at a certain type of way because y'all are athletes, right? And then when the students get to, because a lot of them have a lot of affluent backgrounds, they come from wealth, so it's like they don't look down on y'all because of the fact that they know where y'all going in life. You know what I mean? They sometimes don't know where they're going. It could be a thing of they can come from. We know a lot of people with money that didn't pan out to be nothing. You know what I mean? Just in life, meaning coming from it, opposed to where the athletes, they have opportunities to get a free education. They suffer through adversity, whereas they're able to move around and maneuver because they've been through things. Experiences, like speaking from someone who's been y'all age before, experience is always a great teacher, right? going through things in life, trials and tribulations. Some people don't suffer like, you suffer because of the things that you've seen. You probably take one of your friends to South Street or go somewhere and then they hear gunshots and they're like, what is that? They probably wouldn't be used to it. Or they probably only seen it through video games or through the news. What is it like being role models in those environments that you guys are in now?
What is it like being role models? Like I said, Coach Jules always told me you gotta wear your crown right. So like he just saying you gotta represent. So it's like it's kind of similar to the first question, like that last question you just asked.
Right.
I don't know how I really like talk about that.
I mean, do it feel different knowing, like you said before, you were a younger kid at McDevitt, but now you are one of the older kids. You're a role model. You a leader. So stepping into that role, saying something to the younger kids, bringing them when they might be in a slump, they might be going through something in school where they might be being picked on. Like how do you handle those type of circumstances?
But yeah, for sure. Like definitely, like during practice, just using your voice because your voice is really powerful.
Right.
So letting people know like they're gonna be cool. Just keep working.
Right.
And you just gotta work hard. That's one thing. You can't be like lazy. You can't talk and not do it. That's something I learned. And I can't follow people like that either. So I don't want to be like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think like going to like a school like Penn Charter where it's like K through 12, like even like the kid, like the little kids, they like know me and Mark. We be like walking around. They be like, oh, like Mark said, like they'll like know who he is. Like we never seen him before, but they like seen the games. They just see us like walking around.
You got pictures up in the school.
Yeah.
That makes it even dope too.
Yeah, like he in the training room.
He
Like,
in the training room. Exactly.
Every time.
The kids would be like, "Oh my God, you're Isaiah Grimes' dad." I'm like, "Yeah, that makes sense. That's it, right?" That's how they are.
nobody's ever said that.
Oh,
Nobody's ever
you a
said
hater, boy. Like I wish I should have videotaped it though. But
Like,
yeah, go ahead.
But, yeah, like my stepmom, she work in the lower school, and she always tell me like they
Told y'all.
they know me, like they're like, oh, you she said, they talking about her, not you, like you a stepmom, like stuff like that. But like it make me feel like now it's just like why they so like worried about, not worried about me, but like they see me as like, I see myself like a regular person. Like I see like he not regular, but like that's like my friend. Like I'm not like I don't see him as like some like this crazy figure, but that's what they see us as. So I feel like when we around that, it just like want you to like, in a way, like this sound like kind of like corny, but like not let them down. Like you wanna like walking around, you wanna be like cursing and stuff, or like saying like some crazy stuff.
Being a leader,
cause like it's not even like they might like feel the type of way. They might like copy that. They think it's cool. So like,
because y'all doing it. Absolutely.
Yeah, so like you just want to like carry yourself a different way.
Right. It's facts.
I don't know what it takes to be great. So you gotta make smart decisions.
Absolutely. Be those role models.
Yeah, definitely. Like Isaiah said, like all the lower school kids, they kind of like look up to us. My philosophy class, we took a trip over to the lower school one time for a visit to like teach them about like philosophy and stuff. And then I walk in and they're like, oh yeah, I want to be in Mark's group, and like stuff like this, like little stuff like that, just like makes me feel like I'm doing something positive in my life. And I just want to keep it going. I want to tell them they can be whatever they want to be. And because like I have to do that with my little brother too, so like it's kind of easier for me to be a role model because I've had to step into that role at a very young age. I used to struggle with that because I used to think he was taking all the attention away from me, but in the end of the day, I had to mature, grow up, and like realize I have to be there for him, because he looks up to me just as like when I was younger, like I would look up to like I don't know, like
I don't want to say that. I'm like a little tight.
like I'm not gonna lie, like I used to like look up to Quade Green, like
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
like
He's
stuff,
older.
like stuff like that.
Southwest to be, Southwest.
Yeah,
Philly.
so like I saw him and like I'm not gonna say I wanted to be him, but like I wanted to be like him, and like knowing that like I can be like that to somebody else, it makes you feel really good.
Absolutely.
Think about it. I would say I love it. At AFS, like anytime, like our schools are like all connected anyway. So like we got like leaving morning soon, be all the kids like imitate my dunks in the hallway or like just random stuff. Like one kid like the last day, these two kids like wrote me a note. It was a picture of me. They drew a picture of me like dunking on LeBron. Like also,
I believe that's coming though. I believe that's coming.
They
I
drew a
believe
picture
that.
of dunking on LeBron. I forget what it said, but like it's just like it made my whole day. I think being a leader, it's really made me look forward to like getting to college and like playing at a high level. Like because I know they watching. I want to like I guess make them proud.
Absolutely. Yeah, he got hops, y'all. Y'all gotta check out his highlights. You know what I mean? They definitely be getting. You know what I mean? He did break my son's nose this school
was
year.
you?
Yeah, he broke one. Yeah.
I thought that was me.
No, that was.
I'm probably injured. I remember.
Y'all, because he got to play. These boys, they both got him. You know what I mean? He didn't force it. That's why they know they had to get him out of the game. You throw them balls.
Football pushes, bro.
Yeah, now are y'all ready for the next obstacle? Now y'all about to go on and be for real, the younger guys again.
Yeah.
Money, you remember what it was like being an 8th grader playing varsity? Zed, you remember what it was like being a 9th grader playing varsity? Y'all remember what it was like being these young guys coming in, freshmen playing varsity. Now y'all about to go back into this environment where it's bigger now. It's a business now. High school was serious, but now y'all about to be Division I college athletes. Y'all got to understand what that is and take initiative and take responsibility and accountability, right? Set goals for yourselves. But then beside the goals, put the ways to accomplish them too as well. Y'all going to be prepared. Y'all coming from very great academic programs, so y'all prepared. So what is it going to be like in regards to y'all? Did y'all set goals for yourselves yet?
I feel like once I get there, I'm gonna be ready. Like I feel like it's all mental. I'm gonna be more prepared because SEH definitely got me prepared, like mentally, physically.
Right.
And my goal for college is, my goal. I need to make money playing basketball. That's
of course.
my goal. So,
of course.
I feel like I got a lot of things that I got to work towards, like for my mom and just provide for my family and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like that. So it's like I feel like I don't really got a choice. That's what I gotta do.
You going in on a mission?
Yeah, I'm on a mission, so it's gonna be tough. But I'm already knowing what I need to be. It's like Philly's a tough place to grow up in, so you're gonna be ready. So
you're prepared. You going in equipped. You coming from Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's how I feel towards it. Though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I ain't really like set no goals yet. I think I'm like eventually do that, but something for sure gonna write down is just like wanting to play, like whether that's like right away, just like not even starting, but I just want to like play like my freshman year,
Right.
Cause like I know like I'm gonna be like competing with, and like when I get there and I feel like I can like compete for like a spot to play, so just like playing right away.
Absolutely.
Something I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to continue to, be a learner first, student athlete. I know a lot of the young boys, they don't think like that, but like, students, eventually the basketball is going to stop like dropping, then like eventually stop bouncing. So then I'm going to have to figure out something else to do in my life. So I feel like these next 4 years are really going to prepare me for whatever that next stage is, you know what I mean?
In life.
Yeah. And speaking on the basketball part, I just want to go in there and compete. I already know what it is. They're going to try and like young bull me and stuff like that. But, I'm not going for that, right? Like, I'm going to be cool with the guys, obviously. But, at the end of the day, these are who I'm competing minutes with. So I'm letting them know from day one, like, I'm coming here to compete. Like, we can be cool off the court and all that. But, like, in practice, like, I'm going to go at y'all. Like, I'm not going to lie because, like, I want to play. Like, I didn't choose to go to Lafayette to sit on the bench.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense.
You came there to play.
I came there to play, exactly. So, yeah.
I would say I have more of a list of goals. Like my goal is, to start as a freshman, to play as a freshman, first team my freshman in the MAC, and to make the tournament, to win it all, to win my league. So that's what I got planned. That's what I'm trying to get done.
Right. And that's a good thing. That's make sure y'all put y'all goals in place, and then put right next to them what to do to achieve them. And like you said, I come from Philly, so y'all battle tested, from the rip. Like y'all going in great situations, go in, be leaders, so y'all can play. Money, you remember it was like 8th grade, like you said, getting young boy, but now it's just like, you know what I mean, you gonna get young boy, but I'm here, and I'm not going back down. Yeah. You going into Ryder, whereas it's like a lot of Philly players went to Ryder. So you fall in line with that line of Philly players going there. Go there and do your thing. That's it. You want to Marquette, which is a great program. Go there, be that leader. Be responsible, be dedicated, and sky's the limit for y'all. You going to Georgetown. You come from Penn Charter. That's like Penn Charter on steroids, basically. You know what I mean? So you going into an environment that you're already familiar with. So y'all go there, set y'all goals, put them in place, and then execute. The great thing about y'all generation, y'all got the ability to be paid too. You know what I mean? Be student athletes, but being paid, right? So do your research, right? Prepare yourself. Y'all like wearing certain clothes, wear them. You know what I mean? Reach out to those brands, things that name, image, and likeness, NIL. Capitalize off of it. You know what I mean? That way y'all don't have to get a job at the bookstore or do nothing crazy. Like seriously. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta be smart. Y'all from Philly. Yeah. Y'all, we have hustlers here. Like real hustlers here. Y'all know them. You know what I mean? They hustle a different way than y'all do, but y'all got a God-given gift. Why not go in there and execute? Y'all role models. Go into these environments and never forget Philly. You know what I mean? Then reach back when the summertime, when y'all come back home. If y'all come back home, if y'all not up there working, like grab some young boys that y'all know in your neighborhood. Tell them what it's like being in school now. When I was in school, this is what. Give them some gear. Like you said, they were supposed to be here all with their stuff, but they gave it away, which is a blessing. My son got my hoodie on. You know what I mean? They give it, which is dope. They give it away. They give away all their stuff. You know what I mean? Y'all give away y'all stuff. That's old head stuff. Yeah. Back in my generation, it was nice to get somebody's shorts, somebody's basketball shorts that made it. You know what I mean? Doug Overton gave me his shorts one time. Pooh Richardson gave me his shorts one time. I felt good. I got the Clippers shorts on. Game shorts. That's what it's about. Isaiah, you got Matt Ryan went to your school, football player. Those type of players that cut me like Daryl Worley, Penn Charter guys that made it. Reach out to them. Matt, I know you might be old now, but let me catch some balls from you. Pause.
I can't see.
See what it's like. Just like, I'm playing, now, so I want to see if we can get together and you can tell me some things. Old players that made it, just talk to them. Because that's going to be y'all one day. Once y'all do make it, go on to whatever y'all do in life, just always reach back. And I think that's what's our generation. I believe your generation is suffering because we had old heads, our generation. People that really reach back. Y'all got y'all parents, your pops, moms, uncles, cousins, whatever that help out. But it's like, it was always somebody in the neighborhood that reached back to grab and like, listen, this is where you're supposed to do it. But y'all know better. Yeah. And I think that will help the city of Philadelphia when there's guys like y'all stepping up. Y'all see something, y'all say something. Y'all are educated. Y'all about to be very successful young men. Step back and say, and like, I'm blessed. Y'all going to school for free. That's a blessing in itself. It's like a lot of people start out life in debt because of the fact that they got to pay for college. Y'all going for free. So now y'all step up and say, all right, like I got a free education. How can I capitalize off of that? How can I reach back and give back to kids that are younger? And that's where the blessings come in, the philanthropy part of it, the giving back. So be great. That's my words of advice to y'all. Y'all all have great personalities. If y'all get a chance, just go out and follow these guys. They have great personalities. They're great kids. I watched them grow. Isaiah played AAU with this guy. He was little, and all of a sudden he just came out of nowhere, jumping over everybody, dunking over everybody. Money, I watched him as a kid to start varsity, 8th grade, is amazing. Isaiah I watched him his whole life, but just going to do the things that he's been able to do, play varsity since a young age, freshman, and then he built like an action figure. Y'all see one day. But, just utilize that. And then this guy right here, he's 3-and-D. He's a 3-and-D guy, hands down. He's really the size of a center, but he's really a forward. He's going to go on to college and do great things. Just watch him, support him. Anything that you guys can do to help them, help them. Anything that they can do to help y'all kids or whatever, they're going to help y'all. This was the first podcast. I appreciate you guys coming on. Sure. I watch y'all grow, and I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of, like I was telling, he was grinding me up the other day, and the job I'm giving y'all praise. He's talking about, I forgot I ain't gonna use the words that my son used, but
he was.
but it's about being proud of y'all. You know what I mean? See, my generation, we can say, you know what I mean? Man, good job, young boy. Then you got the old head, stop being, you know what I mean? Stop DD. I'm gonna use the word. I ain't gonna say it, but we not, you know, we just giving y'all. That's what we were used to.
Right.
Giving praise and shout outs to the young boy. Yeah, young boy. Old heads coming to the games, giving support. Just support. Nobody want nothing from y'all. Just like pushing y'all forward to be great. Then that way y'all have great lives. You know what I mean? Y'all could reach back and do it all over again. Then it become a cycle with that.
It's crazy.
That's it.
It's crazy because I feel like I wouldn't be here without somebody like that. Like Coach Jay for me.
Right.
He played at UNCG, and after college and all that, he helped out. You know, started making camps, and he saw me at the YMCA one day. Just saw I was tall, so I was like,
Right.
no bullshit.
Yeah, I get you in the door sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like just anything, like just like that little thing right there take me this far. I wouldn't be playing basketball if it wasn't for him. So.
That's a blessing. See that you recognize that.
Yeah, so like things like that, I can see how big of an impact that could be. Like change somebody's whole life. Like,
Change the whole trajectory.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I remember one of the questions was like, would you tell yourself like as a ninth grader, like going
that
back?
was the last one. This like what would y'all tell y'all? So looking back, what would y'all tell the younger y'alls?
Yeah, I would tell myself like to stay in the moment. Like I remember like coming as a ninth grader, I just wanted to like I want by this point in my high school I'm gonna do this. Like 10th grade I'm gonna have this, like 11th grade I'm gonna have this, like all that. But like when you do that, I feel like that's cool and all that. But it's just you can't stay in the moment. Like you can only worry about right now. And that's something like I'm like still like working on like now to this day. So just like staying in the moment and just like worrying about right now. And another thing, this is gonna sound corny, but like I could like tell myself like not everything gonna like work out how I wanted to, but it's like always gonna work out. Like
that's facts.
It's always gonna like play itself out like how it's supposed to. So like just like stay the course. And like you know what I'm saying,
stay the course. Stay the course. Stay the course.
Yeah, like
stay the course.
It's gonna work out. Like it's gonna work out. Like,
see, that's a great. See, hearing I'm a proud dad. Hearing him say that, you know what I'm saying?
Like, Isaiah, right though. Like you can't skip steps. Like
you can't.
There's no skipping steps.
No shortcuts.
Like, that's like probably one of the biggest. That's a great advice by the way. So like stay in the present moment. I think I heard Giannis say that one time on a press conference. Like to stay in the present. But I don't know. I wouldn't really tell myself anything different besides stay true to yourself and be honest with yourself because I feel like I had good people around me, so I wouldn't want to change that.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, and I feel like I was just like my mentality was just cool already. So I just say stay true to yourself. That's probably something that's really like you might not get it now, but you gotta experience it. It's weird. I can't really describe it. I can't like describe it. So yeah.
I'm gonna stay along the lines of staying in the moment. I think that was a great point you brought up, Isaiah. I remember 9th, 8th, and 10th grade basketball team. Like I hated it. You know, we were losing, like all this stuff. But now that I'm looking back on it, that was probably like the best times. Like when we started like winning all the time. Like it was cool, obviously, and don't get me wrong. But like you know, it was the process that got us there. You know, I just started recently thinking about that. Like I'm not gonna say we made it, but like we really changed the program.
Absolutely.
Like now that I think about it,
absolutely.
You know, 8th grade we was like it was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. It was a humbling experience for me personally. You know, playing against older guards. The first one that comes to mind is he's actually like a big brother to me, Ryder Hicks. You know, he's a dog on defense, and he made my life really hard that first year. But you know, it was just the progression of how I kept getting better, like how I bounced back from it. You know, I didn't like I was obviously hard on myself, but like I didn't let it get like too down the dumps. But overall, just like what Isaiah said, stay in the moment because now we're about to graduate in like a month now. And
Wow. Wow, it's a blessing.
High school, like it really like
it flies.
It goes
Time
by
flies.
fast. Like I know, like all the old heads say that, and like you'd be like, man, whatever. But like that is really the truth. These last couple of years with my guys, you know, it's been a blessing. I'm blessed, and I hope God can continue to bless me.
Amen.
I would tell my 9th grade self that I would say everything happens for a reason, and stick with it.
Right.
Like God's best planners.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
felt that one. God do work mysterious ways. Bro.
Absolutely.
It's like always son. Like every time something bad would happen. Like for me, I say like when I lost my father, like I had to bounce back from that joint. So that was something that was motivating because basketball was like just a hobby to me. So
Right.
after that, it was just something I needed it
Absolutely.
to like, get through life. So
Yeah, because it'll put you in a moment where, like, you know, you need to take your mind off of things.
right.
And I played basketball, and I remember just going out and playing at times. At that moment, you could take your mind off of everything. You could focus on what's going on out in the court, opposed out in the world, in real life. I'm going to leave it with this, guys. Like, a diamond isn't always a diamond. It's because of the pressure. You know, y'all been through some pressures. Y'all been through COVID. Y'all seen what it's like. Something like my generation we never seen before. Y'all had to play through COVID. Y'all had to go through school through COVID. Y'all watch people pass away. And, you know, the older generation, we talk about mental health, right? It's time to look back to y'all and understand what y'all going through in regards to mental health as well. You know, we don't talk about that. When y'all hear mental health, it's always the adults. But it's y'all, too, that we got to worry about mental health because it's real for y'all, too. You know, mental health is real. So, you know, if y'all need somebody to talk to, I'm here for y'all. But I know y'all have those people in y'all corners. Talk about it. You know, go to somebody and talk about it. You know, you never have to deal with obstacles in life by yourself. You know, like you said, the pressures, the obstacles made you who you are.
Definitely.
You know, the adversities. That's the pressure that caused you to be the diamond that you are.
Needed.
That's what it is in life. You know, y'all got to go through things, but like God will pull you through 'em. You know, you might think it's too hard, but God got y'all. So definitely appreciate y'all coming on. Appreciate y'all watching. You know, look forward to more Little Buddies podcast. You know, City of Philadelphia, we're going to be trying our best. We're going to do our best to help. You know, and, you know, these guys are role models. It's the future right here. You know, just support them. Support this young man at Marquette. He's going to be going on to do great things in basketball. You know, support this great young man. You know, they are great young men at Georgetown. You know, he's going to be going on to do great things, you know. And this young man right here, I wish Mike Jordan would have been able to coach this guy, you know what I mean, at Lafayette. He went there because of Mike Jordan, the tutelage. You're going to go on and do great things. And this young man here, too, at Ryder, you know, you have a strong supporting cast, too, as well. Just stay true to who y'all are. You know, y'all got it. All right.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yo, one last thing, yo.
They low buddies.
They can't beat me.
What's that?
None of y'all could beat me.